Okay, guys, we're back with part two of Phina and Eni's interview that they did yesterday. Of course, because they did multiple interview with multiple media houses, answering almost the same question, but slightly in a different way. I'm going to take them out of context. That's why I make sure to listen to the entire interview and almost all the interviews that they did in all four media houses. I've already listened to, so I have the context of what the conversation was all about. Of course, on this one, we're going to talk about the wedding part, like the I do. How did that came about? Are they planning to say, yes, I do anytime soon? Like, on which stage of their relationship are they on? And I must say that I appreciate how informative, not really informative, but opening up they were. You know, I know there's some people who probably still feel some type of a way about the relationship and genuinity of it. But in my opinion, right? If we were faking it, we have to be very good and very articulate for us to pull it off the way ENI and PHINA is pulling it off. Because, honey, they're really talking. They're really expressing how they feel about each other. It's something that I haven't had. You know, not too long ago, there was this certain artist, I ain't gonna mention name, they were asked to express how they feel about their partner, and they couldn't even alter one word of their mouth. But the fact that it was almost easy for PHINA to just say how ENI makes her feel, and for ENI to express how PHINA made him feel, that was beautiful, y'all. I'm kind of loving this. I'm kind of loving this. And yeah, brain of my own. One thing about me, I always give my opinion. You might agree with it 1 minute and disagree next minute. Let's start the interview, y'all.
You're talking about
Actual,
I do to marriage. I mean, in the one
bells ringing anytime soon, or what's it like? Are you guys
pressure.
We're
having fun.
Yeah,
we're
having a
fun
good time.
together.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in a relationship, you look forward to that. But right now, we're having fun, having a good time, living, just traveling. We just came back from Paris. Yeah, so
no.
you know, yeah.
Okay, let's start there. Goddamn. The reason why you see it like it's two interviews is because they did multiple interviews being asked almost the same questions. So that's why I'm trying to simulate both interviews to see if they say the same things about what they were being asked. Of course, they were asked, you know, how did I do came about? And of course, the second interview, they were asking him that, you know, are you guys planning to say I do anytime soon, like with the song, what's up? And of course, if you heard from both ENI and PHINA, they said that they were just having fun. They're getting to know each other, no pressure. And I'm saying they're traveling. They're just coming from France, and they're basically just loving each other. You know, they haven't known each other for that long. So weddings, you know, let me tell you something about a marriage. It's a different process. People process it differently. Somebody might, you know, we might know each other for 4 months, 3 months. We already engaged. We already know that we want to do this. There are people who have known each other even 2 years and they're still not sure if they want to get married. Let me add something on top of that. It have to be mutual, okay? It shouldn't be that you want to get married so bad and your partner don't want. If you are in the same space where you feel like both of you are not ready to take that full step, then it's a good thing. Yeah, because according to both ENI and PHINA, they're in that step. But if one person wants it and the other person don't want it, then it's awkward. Actions are very, very important, and intentions, right? Because if somebody is in the same space with you, you know. Stop pretending, you know. Anyway, let's listen to
the words. Just put it in the words.
So how is the creative process of I do? Like,
So basically, first of all, we love to like take people through our journey, and it's about love and foundation. We want people to feel what we feel, right? So this is where all our music is originating from. And
so basically, you heard it from PHINA. What they're expressing through the music, right? Because later on in the interview, ENI said that even their song, their first song, it was based off of the experience, you know, because he had to go to Nigeria and PHINA had to stay, and it was very hard for them. That's why they came up with that song, Nakuamini, I Believe You, right? So PHINA go ahead and say that their song is based off of their experiences, right? For example, them singing I Do is probably what they're feeling at the moment, but they haven't done it, but they're feeling it because any say it's on the wax, right? But here is the catch. Let me play you this part.
Just by the way, I see it. They may act like it's fake on camera just to interest you guys, but off camera, I see it.
You see it. I love it. I love it.
Of course, any go ahead to talk about people assumption in terms of, people saying that it's fake on camera. I'm saying that it's not that way in real life. They probably, whatever they want to act up, they put on camera. But after that, everybody go about their business. Well, Annie is saying that that is not the truth, okay? Even off camera, I see the same very thing that you guys are seeing on camera. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's hear how Phina will express how Annie makes her feel. Okay, it's very, very important, this part, y'all.
I was listening to your song, the song you guys, and somebody was like, then you know what they sing? She love the gift talent.
When did you know that I wanted to do music? Why are you doing music because of the love of your life?
Well, I think majorly yes, and I was doing covers, and I'll do the anthems and do the Christmas special, which I think was really cute. But when I did meet Phina, I did think it was something to take serious, and that it could be a really good creative experience.
Of course, the presenter go ahead and ask Annie, when did you know that you can sing and what motivates you? And Annie go ahead and say that he used to do covers, Christmas, but when he met Phina and they had their first session, Phina motivated him so much and made him believe in himself that he could actually do more than he thought he would. And this is again what I almost tell you, that when you meet the right person, they bring the good out of you. You always feel like you can fly, honey, even without wings. You know what I'm saying? When you meet somebody and they're draining you, they're not good for you. The body never lied to you.
Favorite thing, I have a lot of favorite things from him, but his heart and his genuineness. He's so genuine. He cares about me a lot, and I just really, I don't have to try so much when I'm with him.
I don't think I can pinpoint one thing because I like everything about Phina. Your smile, your voice, your body, the way you make me feel, the way you make my heart beat. Bye.
What else? Guys, let's have a honest conversation. You have to have different brains to be able to say that, and the body language to match it perfectly like that. I know that Annie is an actor, honey, but let's just give them a chance. These people love each other, and let's just support them with their love. You know what I'm saying? People meet on different circumstances, honey. I remember when my grandma used to tell me that my grandfather and his friends caught her while she was going to fetch water, and that is how she got married. Meaning, took her kajuju, and when she was going to fetch water by force and it was something normal in their tradition back then. My grandfather took her to his house, and that's how she got married and gave birth to 8 children. So people meet in different circumstances. Probably there, somebody might look at it and say, it looks so crafty, but it is what it is at this point.
You don't use your lip gloss again. I mean, even interesting, I was just saying it now that after that date, I never made to continue that show, which is interesting. I feel.
Talk about that part, honey. Let's talk about that part. Ever since Annie met Phina, he's doing less and less feminine presenting content, you know what I'm saying? Because in the past, I used to see him cross-dress, lots of, lip gloss. And nowadays, dude is becoming more manly by the day, you know what I'm saying? And I think it all have to do with love, because he's being asked, what happened with the lip gloss content, will you be continuing with it? And he said that no, that funny enough, the content that he last did with Phina is what made him feel like he doesn't want to continue with the episode anymore, and he decided that he's going to try and venture onto some other things. You know what I'm saying? So this got to show you that Annie was like, if I'm going to keep my woman, okay, since I don't know if Annie has ever dated, guys, somebody please comment down below. But I'm assuming Phina is the first girlfriend. I'm sure he thought about it and is like, I have to be manly for my woman, because the industry is not easy, and I have to for my woman's sake, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's just about it. I know the interview was long, honey. I tried my best, so please kindly, just by supporting my channel, just click on that like button. It's very, very important. Keep it classy. Stay messy. See you on my next one. Ciao.